Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are looking at the third wave of the Jada Toys Mega Man action figures. This wave consists of Mega Man, Bubble Man, and Woodman. So let's take a look at them individually, starting with Mega Man. So here we have Mega Man right here. You can see we do get an open window that shows the figure, and then along with the accessories. The packaging is pretty standard as we're used to how they do their Mega Man figures. This is of course in just the regular size box. We still get the Mega Man logo, the life bar there to the side, Mega Man's name right there, and again the side shows the 8-bit Mega Man. Same thing on this side. The top does have an open window along with the logo, and then there's the bottom right there, and then here's the back of the box. Now here's the packaging for Woodman. So the box is a lot bigger, of course, because it is a large figure. So I can just show you a comparison to how it is just next to the standard Mega Man packaging right here. So yeah, it's a lot larger, of course, but Woodman is like a more bigger robot master. And then we do get the accessories, and we still get the nice open window there. Art of Woodman at the bottom, Mega Man logo. Everything's still about the same, really. I don't really need to show too much. We still get like the open window at the top, and then the back just shows the image of Woodman right there. And then finally we got Bubble Man. So Bubble Man, the packaging is the same as Woodman. They seem, if I put them together, yeah, they're about the same size. So yeah, same size, but Bubble Man looks nice. Got the accessories in there. Artwork of Bubble Man here at the bottom, and then here is the back of the box. Okay, let's start off with Mega Man. This is pretty sick. I've wanted some more like unhelmeted Mega Man figures because I feel like we don't really get a lot of that really. And I think the only like articulated Mega Man figure I have that was unhelmeted was the Kotobukiya Mega Man 11 model kit figure, which that figure looks really nice, especially the unhelmeted head sculpt. So it's nice that we're actually getting a new one here with the Jada Mega Man figure. So everything else is reuse except for, of course, the head sculpt, because with this figure we get two brand new head sculpts. This one is the unhelmeted one. I think this actually looks really good. The front and the back right here, like the hair sculpt, it's really nice. I'm so happy we got this. It looks nice. I'm so happy with this one. It's the iconic Mega Man 2 intro that you usually see. Like that's just nice. Really cool. And this wave is strictly Mega Man 2. Now let's get into the rest of the accessories. So we do get another head sculpt. This is another brand new head sculpt. Mega Man is smiling this time. A very happy Mega Man here. Definitely gonna buy two of these just to display both of the head sculpts really, because this I think looks amazing. So yeah, nice head sculpt there of Mega Man. So here's the two open hands right here. We've gotten these before with the previous Mega Man figures. We also of course get the Mega Buster right here, so we do get that. And then we still get the charge shot with the stand that has like the two hinges, so we get that. And then we get the new accessory here, unless you've also gotten the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, because that all also came with the Mets as well. So you already know what you're getting into with this one. But if you didn't, it does come with a Met, which is neat. So this is how it looks when you pop off the hat, and you can just kind of display it like that as if it's like hiding, which is neat. But this right here is actually a double ball peg, so you can like kind of shift the hat around. So if I just pop that back on, you can like move it around, which is neat. And then the legs right here you can move too. They're on hinges, so there's it's a bit limited. Like you can kind of move it a little forward and back. There's a hinge with that, and then there's a rotation as well, so you can rotate the feet. Now onto the Mega Man figure this time. So I'm not going to go over all of the articulation because it's really the exact same as the previous Mega Man, but there is something different that they did here. So if I pop the head off, we actually get a double ball peg this time. The previous ones only just had the ball peg and then the hinge. This one is actually on a double ball peg this time, and the neck is still on the single ball peg, just like the previous ones. So the range will be a bit better than the previous one. So if I wanted Mega Man to look down, you know, he can look down about there, and then like looking up, you know, he'll look up about there, and then side to side, you know, just like that really. And then you still have your rotation. Now for comparison, here it is next to the previous Mega Mans we've gotten from Wave 1 and 2. Now if you want, I can, you know, switch around the head sculpts if you want to see how that's going to look. So, you know, if I want to, say, pop this on to the Hyper Bomb Mega Man, that can work really. So there you go. You want to see how that is, and it still works. Remember, it's the old joint because they got the ball hinge and then like the peg. But yeah, it can work if you want to do something like that. But if you want to use any of your previous head sculpts, you know, like so this one that was from the first wave, you can do that. There you go. See? Now here's a comparison for the Met. So this one is the Jada one, and then we got the Bandai one from the D-Arts Mega Man figure. So with the D-Arts one, you weren't able to move anything. It didn't have articulation. You were only able to just take off like the hat really, you know, so you can make it look like it was hiding. But like I mentioned, the Jada one is cool because you can do the same thing, but it also has like articulation with the feet, and then you can like, you know, move the hat, which I thought was actually pretty cool. And I don't think I've showed this off a little bit, but the foot kind of has like an ankle rocker too, so you can move the foot like that. Next up here we have is Woodman, and this is probably going to be my favorite one in this wave. Woodman is a character I've wanted so long to get an action figure, mainly because for those that don't know, when Jazzwares was doing the Mega Man line, in the Retro Roto series, Woodman was going to be in the second wave, but unfortunately that wave was canceled, and since then we've never gotten a articulated Woodman figure. And well, fast forward today, we finally got one, which is insane. Like, that really could have been the first Woodman figure. Never got it. Now we got this one, and this is really, really nice. If you're a huge fan of Woodman, you're really going to love this figure. The sculpt work, the paint work, this is just amazing. I really love the details they did here for, like, you know, the log here, especially like the top. Head sculpt is really nice. The paint job is really clean around the face. Here's the bottom of the feet right here. The nice size, you know, the figure, like, they did a really good job with this one. This is just such a nice looking Woodman figure. I'm very pleased with this. Really, really nice. Now for the accessory, so we do get, of course, an alternate head sculpt right here. Get a different expression. Again, these head sculpts are so good on the Mega Man figures. I've said this a lot, man. They really do a good job with these. There's a bottom if you want to see how that looks. So there's that. We also get these two open hands right here. So two open hands for Woodman. And then the last accessory, oh, okay, well that just fell. The last accessory we get here is the typical stand that we get, but then we get the leaf shield power right here. This has really great sculpts all around. You can actually like flex this too. Like, it's not like it's completely hard plastic. You can like move this a bit, see? Really nice sculpt all around there. And then there's a peg hole right here on this leaf, and you would just simply peg that on. Or can I at least get that? Okay, yeah. So you can just like peg that on there. Now for the articulation. So just like Mega Man, Woodman is also, just to show you that, but Woodman is also getting the double ball peg, and then we get the ball peg, the single ball peg here for the neck. So the articulation, it's not as limited as I thought it was going to be. So like if I wanted Woodman to look down, it's not terrible. I don't want to use the torso just yet, but it's not terrible really, due to the design of like his head and then the torso. I think this is still okay, but the torso, or like moving the waist, is gonna help a lot. And then to like look up, not as much. You're still gonna want to use the torso, but without using it, it's still not terrible. He's kind of like looking at an angle. Obviously, like no pivoting though, because that's already bumping into the torso. And then there's kind of like a shift so that could probably help with looking in a different direction. Now for the shoulders, I like the way how they hit the joint right here, because you can still have the arms go up to horizontal, which is nice. So that's neat. There's no butterfly joints, of course, but you get that. Obviously the arms can go back and forth. We are single jointed with the elbows. Get that much range right there. Wrists do swivel, and there is a hinge. They seem to get more range than Mega Man though, which is nice. And then we get a ball peg here to the waist right here. So getting like a crunch forward, probably just about there. Just move the arm a little bit. Yeah, just about there. And then back, probably just about there. And then like side to side, just a little bit, you know. Not a whole lot, but he is pretty chunky. Not a lot they could have done there, but it's not terrible. At least you get some good range out of that. And then there's also a waist cut right there. So yeah, not bad. Like if you really want him to like crunch forward, it's probably the best you'll get right there. Now for the hips out to the side, you probably get just about here. That much to go out to the side. Kicking forward, get this much for Woodman to kick forward. Not bad at all. Kicking back though, say just about here, which is still really good. And then we do have our upper thigh cut right there. We are single jointed with the, oh, I had it the wrong way. Single jointed with the knees. Get that much range right there. Now without moving the thigh cut, you can move the lower leg, so you can move that joint. And then for the ankles, you won't really get the best range. They go, I'm trying to get it a little bit straight, but the ankles, they go like far back about here. They don't really go far forward though at all. And then you have your ankle rocker. Now for comparison, here is Woodman next to Mega Man right here. I'm using this Mega Man just for those that maybe want to use this as like a Leaf Shield power up Mega Man if you want to do something like that. So there's like your comparison if you want to see that. I thought it would be cool if there was a way, if I just move him a little bit, it'd be neat if there was a way I could like use this as like a Leaf Shield to kind of like go around Mega Man. You know, it's not going to be long enough to do that, but that would have been neat to kind of like have that around him, you know. So thought I would throw that in. But another comparison I wanted to do is this guy right here, the Funko Mega Man, because this Mega Man was actually based off of the Leaf Shield power up, you know, which is obviously the power he takes from Woodman. Alright, and the last figure we got here is Bubble Man, and this is another awesome release right here. Jada has really done a good job with this Bubble Man figure. They're just amazing with doing the Robot Masters here. So this has a lot of great unique sculpts. I think it really looks really nice. Like aesthetically, this is just an amazing Bubble Man figure. So again, lots of great sculpts all around. He's also pretty large as well, really, because he's also like a deluxe figure. We do get the goggles here. There's like another layer of plastic though to make it look like there's actually glass, which I think is like really nice that they did there. We get the tube up top here. We get the tanks here at the back, which is neat. We also do get like the black flippers here, the bottom. Here's the bottom of the feet right there. Now for the accessories, so of course we do get an alternate head sculpt right here. Got Bubble Man like looking off to the side. That looks really neat right there. So we have that. We do get two interchangeable open hands right here. So we get two open hands for Bubble Man. So we have that. We also get a fisted hand right here if you want to have two fisted hands. So there's another arm which you can switch out for the Buster right here, just like Mega Man. And no, you can't put this on Mega Man. I have tried. The peg is too big for his arm, so you won't be able to do that. But you probably could fit Mega Man's Buster, and if you, I don't know, just for the fun of it, really, if you want to try to do that. But yeah, you can switch these out if you want to do that, and obviously this can pop off because you can interchange the hands. So yeah, we got that, and then of course we gotta get the bubble LED accessory right here. So yeah, we get the bubble, of course the typical stand we get here. It's just, you know, transparent plastic, you know, shaped like a bubble. Now for the articulation, so Bubble Man is going to be a bit more limited than Mega Man and Woodman, just a little bit due to like the way how his design is with the torso and the head. Really, the articulation to the head still going to be the same. We still get that double ball peg and then the single joint here, or the single ball peg here for the lower neck. So he's not really like looking completely down, and then looking up, he does look up better though. So there's that. That's neat right there, and that's gonna be cool if you want to put him in like a, you know, like a swimming, you know, sort of pose right there. Tilts is kind of there in a way, just a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can't go too far because then you're gonna pop the head off. And then you have your rotation. So yeah, the head's gonna be a little bit more limited. You're gonna mainly use the torso to have him look more up and down, really. For the shoulders, obviously they do go back and forth. We still get the hinge at the shoulder. It doesn't go completely horizontal, even using like this one. It only just goes just about there. We are single jointed though, with the elbows right here. Doesn't really go 90 though, so you know, you get that much range, but using this one, it is gonna be a lot better, of course. And we still get the rotation. I don't know if I showed that off for Woodman, honestly. I can't remember now, but there's a rotation for the elbows, and then the wrists do swivel, and then there is a hinge as well. For the torso, moving the shoulders a bit up, but yeah, we get the single ball peg down there. So if you want him to like crunch forward, that's gonna help to look down like I showed off earlier. Crunching back, not that much really. Like, probably gonna have to use the hips for that one, so not so much, and then not as much side to side. You just get that much, and you have your standard rotation. By the way, the crotch is a little bit of a soft plastic, just a little bit there to kind of help it, so you have that. For the hips, kicking out to the side is actually really good. You get that much range right there. To have him kick forward, really beautiful kick forward right there, and then kicking back just about there. Not bad. You get that much range. We do get a upper thigh cut. Even without using the upper thigh cut, just like Woodman, you can but you can move the lower part of the leg right there. So there's that. And then we are single jointed with the knees. You get that much range right there. And then the ankles are also going to be pretty limited. Like, you know, it only goes that much to go far forward, that much to go far back, and then not really much of a, barely much of an ankle rocker really. So yeah, very limited with the ankles. So here's a comparison for Bubble Man. I have him next to, of course, the Mega Man and Woodman figure. I want to change it up a bit this time, so I put on their alternate head sculpts this time, and I took out the Buster here for Bubble Man, and then I put in Mega Man's Mega Buster this time. And then for one last comparison, here we have everyone together right here. So these are like the rest of the figures we've gotten from the previous wave, or at least like the Robot Masters really specifically. But this is such a beautiful shot. I'm really liking the way how this line is just coming along. Jada Toys has just been absolutely killing it with the Mega Man line. And I know we got like, you know, other Robot Masters like, you know, Snake Man, and of course like Guts Man, and Bomb Man, which is awesome, and Proto Man, which is amazing to add in. So it's definitely going to expand, and I hope they kind of continue it with it, because the Robot Masters, like, I mean, these figures are just so like toyetic. They've just been really killing it. So yeah, like as a Mega Man fan, I'm really pleased with everything they've been doing with this line. And just to throw this in as well, I'm gonna compare them along with just the Funko Wily figure. But yeah, pretty nice. I'm really loving this line so much. Definitely cannot wait until the fourth wave. Okay, I'm going to give this wave an overall rating of 9.5 out of 10. This is such a very strong wave. I know these figures are a little bit more expensive than like the previous ones were, but these are like deluxe figures now, and the Robot Masters are a lot larger, so you know, the price kind of goes up really, and they do come with a lot of great stuff, which I really do like. Lots of great accessories. Articulation is still pretty strong with these. I really like the amount of sculpt and paintwork on these guys. That came out beautiful. Just such fun figures overall. I haven't really had any issues with these either. I would say my only main gripe with this set is the leaf shield effect that came with Woodman. I do feel like it's a bit too small, honestly. It has a really nice sculpt, but comparing it to Woodman and Mega Man, it just looks too small to me, honestly. At the end of the day, I did have a blast playing with these figures, and I definitely can't wait for the next wave, especially that Proto Man, as Proto Man is like my favorite Mega Man character, so that I definitely can't wait to grab. I also apologize for not taking any pictures. My schedule has been super busy at this time. I barely even have the time to do a video in general. So I do apologize for that. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Now, as of right now, this is only available in Hong Kong. I believe Hobby Genki is also carrying these too. I don't know if they're in stock, but Hobby Genki is carrying these if you wanted to pick these up. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Until then, take care, my friends.
Story Select.